You looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Well, greetings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channel, whatever we're doing tonight, channeling Friday night. So we're back to our regular schedule next week, as far as I know. So, all right, we'll just get started. So, all right, much love, blessings, and happy connections. Greetings. I am Michael. Blessings. I'm only here for a moment. Remember or understand. Remember, as you send healing to others, you do get a positive vibration back. It does help you clear your vibration, your third eye. It helps see more of the different dimensions also, ever so slightly. So realize that you are all healers. It is worth exploring. It is worth, if you cannot heal yourself, at least find someone that you feel like connecting with, or a friend, let's put it that way, to practice healing. Because it does help you open up also. Of course, it's benefits to others, but as you are healing, someone else will heal along with you. So that is much. As your earth goes into the higher vibrations, this will become more common. So you will all become more realization of your healing abilities, such as diseases. If you cannot heal your disease, you most likely to know somebody else that can. So instead of using this, what you have on your planet, that is for subscription drugs and things of that sort. So it is a common practice on other planets, and it will be found on your world eventually, as it already is in some ways, of course. But the full understanding of it is not fully here. But it is a blessing all on its own. Blessings to you. Happy connections. Greetings. We are the Orion Council. We are only here for a moment. Yes, you can call us. Call me Panda Bear. I know it's. Yes, our connection to your planet will increase. We are feline also. I am part of the feline collective of the Orion Council. Not much known of our society, but that's okay. Eventually that will change. Yes, we are allowing our energies to connect more with your planet, removing much of the war energies of your Illuminati presence. It is not going to be fully removed, of course, but we are assisting you to have more awareness of what is going on in your world. When you say 1 to 2 years, it's a great transition of humans realizing taking back your power instead of being part of a slave mentality, you can say. It is not all of that, but there is much of it. As for conditioning the soul to believe you have to be part of the workforce, let's put it that way. You can be part of a workforce, but of course there's no freedom. And it's just to give you back more of your freedoms. This will happen more and more over time. There'll be a little bit of transition to know more of your origins. As your technology changes, you will change with it. You will not, most of you will not, well, a good portion of you, well, those here, let's put it that way, will not allow technology to rule your day as others will. Because, well, that's also part of a warning process. So there's many warning processes that are coming up, but you're also your Earth opening up much more to your universe. And many of you are happily awaiting that arrival. So we will continue our communication in the future. So blessings. Greetings. I am Shiva. I am connected to your moon energies of your planet, helping you realize more of your society within. Yes, you do connect to each other intellectually. How many truly connect to each other within the soul? Some of you, yes. Some of you, no. Some are very closed off. No one, don't even yourself to see who you are, let alone anyone else. But many of you, as you open up more of your spirit channels, you will feel each other's energies. So most of society is closed up, but they're not aware how they can open themselves up. It's basically to be more honest with everyone and yourself. Doesn't mean you have to give everyone your knowledge of your secrets, not at all. But more speak your mind. Many do hold much back, as you can see. Some do not, but they have a negative way of bringing it out. So as much that the soul has a river of energy, and your rivers all connect to each other, doesn't it? And sometimes that's not always a good thing. It does cause a chain reaction of negativity, as you can see. You're all feeling the waves of your energies, don't you? And it's not always the best. That's why living in the forest, or in a countryside, is much better than living in a city, because you feel more free outside, and you come inside to your city world. There's nothing wrong with your city world. It's just disconnected and programmed by those that are wishing to program your society, as you can see. So there's much to learn of how to open yourselves back up. It takes time. Much of your society is not ready for this, but the time will come. And you'll feel much better too. There'll be less depression. There'll be more openness, as you probably are aware. So I'll be happy to. I will be here for the duration of your connection. So whenever you want me. Blessings.
Welcome, Shiva. We are so happy to see you and
Thank
listen
you
to
for welcoming to your circle of friends.
this. And we all love you, and we are so happy to see you here.
Thank you.
And the first one who has a question is Kingsley.
Greetings.
Oh, I'm sorry, I have his questions.
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Is there any messages for him?
Just to take things little by little. I see he wants to jump a mountain, as he's aware, but just take time. I think he's heard this in different ways. Just he's doing great. He is teaching others, ascended masters. And all of you are all also. Don't look to say he is the only one. All of you are teaching the ascended masters as they connect to your earth. You are teaching them a great deal too. But for Kingsley, yes, you are teaching. As you are seeing, you are in a forest and you are rekindling your vibration. So there are many ascended masters that do connect to you, and that is for you to connect with. But you are levitating your vibration, I see. Blessings.
All right. And his next question is, any levitation tips or advices for him?
Yeah, just use love with it. More love, the better. Not to say you're not using it now, but to understand the openness of love, freedom of love will open up blockages. You can also heal yourself with love. Just your own love for yourself. You all have the abilities to heal, and you can heal your chakra vibrations. Just basically send love to your chakras to allow yourself to levitate. Send your love to your levitation. It's something new. I don't believe that has been tried yet. It is worth a shot at least. And love for the surface, the area that you are in, also where you are. And most likely, you always feel a clearing, I believe.
All right. And next one is Liz.
Hello, Shiva.
Greetings.
Greetings. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Is there any messages for me from you?
Yes, you are clearing many blockages of. We are connecting much of with the Illuminati energies I see in your astral, and this is what's going. You're going to government meetings I see with them, and they are attacking you. It seems, but you are also healing them. You're not doing any. You're not. They're the ones acting like the child I see. And I do see many of their emperors. There are emperors within it. Have removed themselves. So there's much change going on, and you are feeling that effect. They are kind of angry they lost their positions, and so some of them blame you for that. They're still there, but they don't have the power they used to. That's what I see.
Yeah, that explains.
Yes.
That explains how I felt this morning. I was literally thrown back into my body, and I even heard the noise coming back.
Well, what I see,
really strange.
even as I talk to you, I see a reptilian, like a lizard reptilian, very much like almost striking at you. Well, not physically, but he is not too pleased from what I see. So, but you are protected. You have your protectors around, as you know. So
That's good. And is there any other guidance you can give me how to be more aware of it, or like protecting myself during my trips out of body?
Yes, you might find this interesting. What I'm being guided to is to say almost is give yourself more credit, and also they show you putting on a crown yourself. So it's as if you remove some of them. Also, you got a power, not to say for ego, but you got a lot of assistance there by doing so. But you're not alone in this, of course. So you moved up quite a bit So as for protection, just they say go about your day, you'll be fine. But yes, there will be some tests, but you'll become more aware of. Ask for more awareness of what is happening.
Okay.
That's- So
Thank you very much.
yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Hello, Shiva.
Yes,
My name is Omran.
yes. Hello there.
Well, you are. I have spoken with you before, and you are like
Yes.
my guide now, and you are in
Yes.
charge for many tasks and
Mhm.
yeah, things with me.
Yes, you have many conversations in your astral.
Yeah.
Many.
Oh yeah, and yeah, we connect a lot. Whenever I want to ask you something, you kind of expect me to know it, and then you just smile and don't answer me. Like,
Yes.
Is there anything you want to tell me about us or something?
Well, that is a good training exercise. That's why. It's helping you remember your place here. But as for telling you, you have a connection with the Knights Templar of your past, and so you are a great magician during that time. So you're healing the things that you saw during that time. You are healing it. You're healing their effects on the planet. And you actually had many incarnations in their families.
Okay.
So imagine that makes some sense there. You're one of greats. Now you're taking a break, but you're one of great knowledge of your own, but your new knowledge of the world itself, how things were done. And at this time, you're healing after going through those lifetimes of pain, suffering, whatever it was that was brought on from the Knights Templar to others. You are now healing what they have done to the planet.
Yeah. Yes. I can understand that on many levels.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said.
You've been in situations you're not proud of, but that is everyone's been in those situations at some point of their incarnation cycle. But that is things you needed to experience, though.
Yeah. And my next question is, you probably know Hilda.
Yes.
Sheena. Sheena.
Yes.
I wanted to know what we do in astral together, me and her.
Well, I see her clearing a lot of beings from your perspective. Because you're going into places that are not always the most safe, but you go with old friends. A lot of your old friends have gone into lower astral, you could say. But you're still connected with them. And so she's there to share energies with you, just as long as you come back out. So, but you're doing a great deal of assistance. And there's more to it than that. That probably give you some idea.
Okay. What do I do with them, just quickly?
What you're doing with these beings, healing them, talking to them. You don't bring in politics. You just talk to them like you always do. You don't shame them for what they're doing. They're not exactly the most peaceful beings. But you're in many ways like Yeshua. You're just there to have a conversation and to learn from another perspective. So you do this a lot, as you are aware. Not to name names. I think you already know, of course.
Okay, I know.
But you're getting so much knowledge by talking to beings that others are afraid of.
Oh, okay.
So you're doing a great deal. There's more to. You are also talking to a lot of ascended masters, and even they get tricked. There's a lot of trickery that happens to ascended masters because they're ascended masters. It's always believed that they have higher knowledge, so other beings are there to get that knowledge from them. And so they're not always who they think they are sometimes. And so you're going to connect with them also and remove whatever it is that's come into their influence that change them. Makes sense.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Shiva. Lord Shiva,
Yes.
as they say. And the next person is Steven.
Hello, Shiva.
Greetings.
Greetings, much love. I was wondering, here lately I have been feeling down too. I don't know if it's just because of the changes that are going on. It just seems like I'm
Yes.
out of breath all the time, and I just can't do anything without, something. And I just wondering what my connection is with you and just get a healing for that. Thank you.
Well, to answer your there's many rituals going on in this December of the war energies, say your Illuminati energies, basically. So many of you are very exhausted during this time. Yes, it's just begun, but it is a pagan holiday. There's many rituals to keep a hold of the planet during this time of the year because you're going into a new year. So the beings that have a control over it want to keep that control. And it's not going as well as they were hoping. It's becoming less and less. So many of you are you're feeling what's going on. You're getting a lot of attention, basically, by sharing your love, but yet you're being tested too. So my connection to you is I've connected to you on many Palladian worlds. And there's many worlds that were part of creation process, meaning my energies are everywhere, basically. You can say Mother Earth energy. You can say it's usually places of refreshment. No challenge. Yes, I do not have the challenge worlds. I try to stay. That's for others. Your Mother Earth here is taken up that mantle, as you can see. That's nice.
Second question is, can you connect with my giants aspects in the Pleiades or
Yes.
Sirius, and just see if they have any messages for me from my giant family? Thank you.
Well, you have a giant here. I see in Agartha also. I think they were Google. But this one's connected to your Pleiades also. They're saying that, yes, you think big, of course. You take on a lot of burdens also. You came here to reconnect to your giant self, and not just that, your other you're bringing other versions of yourself here. And one that, yes, part of the first contact process, but you're also part of reopening the Earth to the universe, reintroducing it again. Same as your Atlantean and your giant, from Sirius and the Pleiades are assisting greatly. But you are, yes, you have like a big can opener or something like that. That's a message.
Thank you much, sir.
Yes, next one is Emmy. I have her questions here.
Actually, those were my cousin's questions that I'll go ahead and read them.
Yes.
For her. So the first question for Mary is, I feel as though a bolder, fearless me is coming out. I never really was motivated to make money, but now I feel like I'm ready to be that money magnet. What can I do to lock into that frequency?
But it's just to, yes, not to really, well, you can concentrate on the money energy if you want to. Just basically, you're concentrating on your own talents, basically. And so the talents are also, you will receive reward. So that is where I see a lot of what is going on there. It's basically you're ready to share your talents with others. And so, yes, there would be a money offering there, I believe, too. So just keep it up, basically.
Her next question is, are there any messages for me from anyone, and may I receive a healing and an infusion?
Yes, I was sent her energies. Yes, what she's doing is, well, she's had lifetimes where she has been a slave. And so she's used to having shackles around her feet. So that's another reason why she was never really eager to jump back into the job market, is because she's done that before and it didn't bring her much satisfaction. And that probably makes a lot of sense why many do not want to work, because they feel the burdens of it, especially in that degree. When you are being whipped and whatever it might be, tortured, why would you want to go back to the job market? You just want to lay down. take it easy and find some other way to support yourself, because the last thing you want to do is labor yourself. So that is what's going on with her. And it's a major burden that is deep inside of her. She doesn't. If she wishes to look into that, she can.
Thank you so much. And my first question is, well, I've had many interesting dreams lately. I've had a dream with Donald Trump where I was trying to get his attention, and some goons, they look Middle Eastern, injected me with some serum, and they detained me. And another dream where I was pulled into some kind of concentration camp by politicians, and they were detaining me for an unknown reason and searching me. I was just wondering what that was about, what all of this.
They put the serum to you to help you forget what is going on. So there's more going on. As for this Donald Trump, I believe he's actually helping you. We are kind of like his secret service. You are very close to him. He's a spiritual advisor, you could say. Basically, the two of you came from the same planet into this incarnation. As for what one, they're not really saying at this time. I don't think they want that out there. That's why, because they're not telling me. We did come from the same source energy, basically. And you've been telling him what to do on many occasions, and he has listened, because you've been right on mark every time. It's just there are beings around you that want to sedate you now, but you're still there's much more that they're keeping out, but you are battling them. Let's put it that way. And the MIB energies are there, and there's others, but it is MIB. There's others, but MIB is one that's sedating.
Thank you for that. And I've been feeling very aggravated, very up and down lately. Are my energies associated, or is this
Yes.
bad energy associated with the external energies that are affecting me?
Well, that has to do with what's going on in government at this time. There's a lot of spinning around going on. I believe there's some events that happened recently that you were involved with. There's a lot of, say, conspiracies going on at this time. And so you're getting affected by it through your sleep state. You're assisting on clearing it, but it's as much sabotage going on at this time. They're trying to break down what is going on at this moment from what I see. So I believe that's where a lot of it's coming from. As for when it will clear, it is hard. The government itself is almost ready to burst open. They're trying to keep it band-aided, but also the truth is trying to break out. And so, and that's where the Trump is around that. Because he can go off, you know how he is. He's Mr. Talker. And so he can burst a bunch of stuff out that they don't want out there. And so they're becoming terrified. I believe he will be able to sustain where he is, but they're not making it easy, as you can see.
No, they're not. Thank you so much.
Yes. Blessings to you.
Blessings to you.
Send you energies.
Oh, thank you, anything.
Thank you. And next one is Martin.
Hello.
Yes, dreams.
I was wondering if there's any messages for me from Mother Mary.
Yes, she says you're clearing out a lot through your crown chakra. And you're also connecting to those that are around you as you're removing beings from those that you're close to, it seems. Reptilians, from what I see. So sometimes you might get attacked by it. But you are helping them see the light, is basically what she says.
Okay, that's good. Are there any messages from my father's higher self?
Yes, not to listen to him. He's not thinking.
Funny.
He's not listening correctly. The higher self says not even the higher self can connect to him anymore. They all become very frustrated. Even his guides have kind of not gave up, but they feel very vulnerable around him, as if he would even throw them under the bus. Basically, he's really not thinking correct. So whatever he says, not to take any of it, take it with a grain of salt, because he is not thinking correctly at all. He's just he's almost out of control, as you can see. So
Okay.
So just protect yourself, and he's not dangerous, I don't see, but he's just not thinking. His mental state is not well. And this comes from a reptilian incarnation where he always thought he knew everything. And so here he is realizing that's not the case anymore. So he's living another incarnation, he can say. He had a lifetime of great power. And now it is just, he's getting a realization this isn't what he had anymore.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes, and next one is Colin.
Greetings, Shiva.
Greetings.
Lord Shiva. Thanks for coming in tonight.
Thank you.
I was wondering if you had any messages for me.
Yes, you are in a renewal process. Mother Mary is actually helping you in this transition. She is almost like you can say a mother to you, you can say, helping you with your wounds and helping you get on after being through war, it seems. And in this, right now, it'll be what she says. It'll be quiet, which is good, and then things will start to pick up. So it's good to reflect, to heal, and do as you wish. Of course, that's the message.
Thank you. And I'm wondering if there's any other messages from my highest good at this time.
Yes, as I see you as almost as like a teenager again. Basically, you're just dusting yourself off and going back into the town. Basically, taking all the lessons and having a new approach, but also doing things differently. I do see you connecting more to higher vibrations, more than ever before. I think your connection to spirit has truly opened up. Basically, you were going through a lesson that needed much to be explored, and it will have its benefits eventually. Right now, it's not being fully cleared for a reason, but one day you'll have an avalanche of why this happened, why I did this, and you'll have your closure. But for right now, you're just giving yourself to heal. But there will be a time when you'll get just a mountain of information it'll come directly to you or through another entity, whatever might come first. But for right now, it's just you're in the taking it easy phase. Let's put it that way.
That sounds about right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Blessings.
And next one is, Cobra.
Hello, Shiva.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings, Shiva. My first question is, to what extent does my earthly aspect and my earthly decisions influence my higher self?
In some ways, it does improve. Well, it does make new decisions as you go about your day. So new things your higher self it opens up new pathways, basically. So it does affect it to a certain degree, but also your higher self's like, why is he doing that, basically? I told him not to do that. So you're not always agreeing, but that's okay, because you're both learning from each other, so it's okay.
Right, so there is like a hierarchy where he's kind of more taking control.
Well, you're not always. You still make the final decision. So your higher self gives you information. You choose if that is right for you or not. So that's where your free will is.
I see. Thank you. My second question is, does Prime Creator and Source love some of the beings more than they love other beings? For example, I would assume that they would love each other more than their creation. Is that true?
I think they love everyone equally, even themselves. So yes, they don't always, maybe Prime Creator Source doesn't always make the best decisions sometimes, but still, and souls don't always make the decisions, but you still love the souls. So I see it on an equal energy. But some might disagree with that. That's okay.
Thank you so much, Shiva.
Blessings.
And next one is Carrie. Carrie? Are you there?
Hi, I'm here.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Nice to see you.
Yes.
Okay, so I just started learning about this astral trips that we're going on. And normally when I'm really tired in the morning or I sleep in, I feel that I'm going into the astral. Is that correct? And what did I do last night? Because I was extremely tired.
Well, you go into the astral. You're technically in astral right now. So your energy is always in spirit form. But in your astral, what you were doing last night is, yes, your soul connects more with that vibration. What you did last night, let's see. I see a lot of friends with you. I see tension there too, because you're building new relationships, and not all of them are going so well. So I believe you're building relationships you have in your physical and your astral is not, everything's not going as easily as it could. So there is some kind of pushback there, but that's okay. But there's more to it than that. But your higher self is not allowing that to come through.
Yeah, it seemed like I had a good time last night.
Yes.
My next question is, are there any messages for my higher good, please?
Yes, your higher self says to wing it, basically. Just you're following your spirit energy. So this is helping you connect more to what is right for you. You're not using yes, you use intellectual, but you're also going by your higher self energies, basically just following your feeling, your gut instinct. And that is taking you to new places. And that's what bring in new people. And things will get a lot easier in your life also. Because many you put the intellectual, and it's like a wall that you have removed. You removed that a while ago, but you're getting more used to connecting to your instinct energy.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Blessings.
Yes. Blessings.
All right, next person is Humberto. Humberto. I haven't received any questions from you, so I believe you wanted to speak. But we can go on to Darius' questions.
Yes.
And
Was it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. My first question is, I've been experiencing sensitivity in the left side of my gums for some time now. I want to know if this is due to brushing too hard or if it's certain foods causing my gums to hurt. What do you recommend for them to heal?
I think it's brushing too hard. Yes. To heal, I believe flossing will help. I believe you already do this, but that will help. And just the easier you're on with them, I believe that they will heal themselves. Just be more gentle. They will heal.
Okay. My second question is, I understand that many religions have a dark side and serve negative Anunnaki agendas.
Yes.
For example, the pedophilia in Christianity. Since I'm staying now and planning to stay in a Tibetan Buddhist retreat for a few years, I want to know if any acts or involvements Tibetan Vajrayana Buddhism may be involved in behind the scenes.
Only thing I'm seeing there is maybe ego that might get out of hand from certain Tibetans. But not in a negative way. But in some regard it might be, but for the most part, I'm not seeing anything at this time. Most of them are fleshing out what negativity that is there. Unless you are connected to something that you feel that is unnatural, but for the most part, I do not see anything there that is causing any difficulties. There is sometimes the hierarchies, those that have been there for a long time, kind of butt heads. But other than that, because they don't always agree with each other. But for the most part, yes, within the Tibetan families, there is, yes, a thing called child kidnappings. Yes, that does occur. But that's not from Tibetans. These are others. That's the only thing I'm seeing there at this time. I would not put any worry.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Blessings forever.
Yes.
Bye.
Yes. And I have Daria's questions here. It's her turn. And any messages from you to me, she says.
One moment. Yeah, she is still getting to know herself. She thinks she knows herself, but not quite yet. Still, there's much more to go. And a lot of humans are not ready for that other more of herself. So she is holding a lot back for good, for everyone's, yes. So as she more connects with this, she will see a whole nother side of her. She might even see a dragon inside version of her up here. So there's more to that, but that is all they're allowing at this time.
The dragon is new.
Yes.
And she says, any funny pockets that might be fun to hear?
Yeah, she has had many lifetimes as a midget. And a feisty one, too. On worlds. Even on this planet, she's had midget lifetimes. And she's always, like, kicking all the tall people and things of that sort. So, not always, but, you know, she's had many midget lifetimes. She's a dwarf. She's had many incarnations as a dwarf, too. So that's probably fun for her to think.
All right. The next one is Tran. And yeah, Tran.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Hi, Shiva.
Yes.
My first question is, are there any messages from the snake beings that seem to be around me?
Yes, they're making themselves known. As you can see, you've been connecting to the Naga energies quite often, as you are very much involved with their society. They just don't want you to forget about them. Basically, you do connect to them in astral. You do play a large part in their society. They're not going into detail here, but you play you have another version of yourself connected to their vibrations, and you're bringing their healing and intellectual side to this environment through you. So that's what I see at this time.
Okay, thank you. And for my second question, does my higher self have any messages for me?
Yes, not to back out of any confrontation and to just live your dream, basically. Don't forget your dreams. I don't believe you have, and just to take that chance. There is, not to say life is short. That is doesn't make any sense when the people say that, but they say now is the time to go for what you want. You will not regret it.
Okay, all right, that's very helpful. Thank you very much. This was my first time talking to you in this fashion, I believe.
Yes.
So it's been a pleasure. Blessings.
Yes,
Thank you.
blessings. Yes.
Next one's Lucy.
Hello, Shiva. Can you hear me? It was very nice to speak to you with a voice.
Yes.
Wow, there's so many questions. I know that we're very connected, both in the creator and the destroyer mode. You come up a lot in my personal readings, along with like Sumat Kumara and just about Isis a lot. But what is our connection, and what do I need to learn the most from it? Because my life, I've been in a holding pattern for almost 15 years, and finally things started moving and I got ideas to do with what I needed to do and everything, and all of a sudden in one day it's destroyed, and I've got now all this on my mind that I'm sure you can feel.
Well, your guides are saying is to branch out, to reach out to others. Basically, you have enough talent where you can assist others, basically, is what I'm seeing. Is basically to, you can say, set up shop when you're ready, of course, but They see you're more, at least as a healer, basically, your connection to Gaia can be connected to. It can read Gaia's energies and assist others on how to do the same. So it's on how you want to perceive your talents, but can be utilized for others to realize more of the higher dimensions that you're connecting to.
But would that mean leaving this current location?
That is up to you. I don't believe you have to.
Okay, and what about our connection? Like,
Our
how are we
connection?
connected? Yes.
Well, we're connected. We both connect to the Mother Earth energies. So you connect to Mother Earth. You see me there, and I'm there waving at you. So we combine vibrations as we assist the Earth in through its ascension process. We've connected throughout the Middle Ages also. So we've had many connections. So
and that's why you appear so often.
Yes, and we were like sisters, basically, you could say.
Ah, I see. And could I possibly have some oomph, whatever, DNA, whatever,
Healing,
will
basically.
make healing? Yeah.
Yes, I was in your assistance in your now and through your dream state.
Right, because I've been under psychic attack and it's just getting a little hard.
Yes. Yeah, just ask for just in your sleep states, just have me in your mind somewhere, and most likely we'll be connecting.
Or your picture.
Yes, that's fine too.
Have your picture.
Yes.
Okay.
Blessings to you.
Blessings.
Next one is Dragon, and I have his questions here. I have been thinking about Alpha Centauri beings, and since they are so close and we can probably go there in next 200 years on our own and people can make a mess, are they going to initiate communication sooner than most, or to prepare us so we don't make a mess?
Yes, they actually work with many of your species. They work with your Zeta Grays, actually. Your Zetas have been here for such a long time. The Alpha Centauris have created a positive connection with them, along with other beings. And yes, they can appear on your world as humanoid also if they wish to do so. They do also connect to humans in the oceans. So there's like basically a person. It seems like they're walking on water almost, so they appear out of nowhere. Not to say they're walking, but yes, they are well aware of. They do connect to your Earth's future a lot, so they know more about your world than other aliens do. Also, not all of them, but they have quite an understanding of your society. So yes, they make sure you don't have to get it all wrong, basically. But there's others involved, of course.
And his second question is, how are us star seeds light workers doing, meeting or exceeding expectations?
Well, not all star seeds are getting along, but most are doing well. Some add ego to it, as you probably see, and so not everyone's getting along. But for the most part, you're still sending out your assistance, however it might be. It is helping the Earth evolve. So you are in good hands, basically. So, listen.
All right, great. And next person is Bobby, and I have Bobby's questions here. What are my connections with your collective? I don't know who that is being asked to.
I think it's just a general connection. Yes, the Mother Earth vibrations he does connect to my vibrations on many occasions. Right now, we're assisting him on what I see of economics. So that's where he's receiving assistance from me and others. So he is connecting to whoever he can, and I believe I am a part of it from what I see. Blessings.
Nice. And his next question is there anything Spirit would like me to know?
Yes, not to be so hard on yourself. Part of you is kind of oh, I should have did this, or I'm not doing this fast enough, or whatever it might be. You're wanting self-love at this time. So basically, just enjoy the moment, and you will help. That will help you clear blockages. Just basically, just you are on the right path. So don't be hard on yourself for being hard on yourself. Just meditation energies are good. You're taking yourself out of a knot. In some ways, you do feel like you're kind of stuck in some regard, but you're unhooking yourself so you can connect. So just continue on your path, keep connecting, and you will feel more and more lighter. So that's nice.
Thank you. And next person is Marvin.
Yes.
Hello, Shiva. My first question is there any way that I could probably download sort of like how Enoch I got a brain for it, but is there any way that I could probably download and probably perceive it in this lifetime and in this third dimension that I could probably retain the knowledge?
Yes, through meditation energies, I believe that would be most successful. The more you meditate on a subject matter that you wish to know more about, I believe information will find itself to you. You might always identify it as information of what you're looking for, but actually is connected to it. The more you do this, it's basically you have to relax your energies and connect more with the fourth dimension. That is doing that is through your meditation process, basically. Just whatever it is that you would like to connect with, know a slight meditation. It doesn't have to be a long one. It can be however short or long you want it to be. And it's like, let me meditate on this subject, basically. And the more you do it, the more you will feel. At first, it might be kind of hard, maybe. But over the more you do it, just have fun with it, basically. Do not make it work. Work will just make you like any third dimensional person, basically. The more you just allow yourself to just let the information flow, you most likely will open up that channel. And many times you don't have to be in a meditation anymore. So that's
okay. Thank you. My second question is, Shiva, I would like to know the names of the tall white zetas that's been, I guess, been around our family that's been watching. If there's any way that I could probably, I guess, talk to them, or anyway, just give a certain name that I could probably connect with.
Yes, there's a female by Nora. She calls herself. There's also a male by, let's see. Well, they say Nora would be, yes, they say Nora would be good enough. They all will talk to Nora, basically.
Okay.
So
now,
all the collective will go through that vibration.
Okay. Now, I have a question for my mother. Her first question was, when she was a child, what was the reason that she kept having a dream that she was falling to earth like she was an angel?
Yeah, she had a lifetime as a fallen angel. I believe this is in the Middle Ages, though. She disconnected from spirit. She did not agree with what was going on and in the angel collective, and she became lost in the lower astral energies. So she's remembering that, she's healing that at this time. So part of her is not wanting to forget. She's come a long way.
Okay. Her second question was, what was her past lives?
One moment. I am seeing an Egyptian queen, but they're not giving me the name of that energy. Basically, you can say African queen.
During what period?
One moment. I'm seeing more of an African queen around the 1700 time period. They're not giving me names at this time. They're holding it back. There should be somebody to be able to find. They are in your history books. So, And well, they say right now that would be, yes, a lot of her past lives are kind of protected at this time. So they're being very vague at this moment.
Okay.
They'll have to come through little by little from what I'm seeing. They will come through, but just give one by one, they're saying.
Okay.
Yes, a sun god she was connected to in Egypt.
Okay. Thank you. Blessings.
Yes, and next one is Terence.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Okay, so I've been like seeing like triple digits in time for like the past, but I guess like about a week and a half. Can you tell me like what angels are trying to communicate to me, or what they're trying to communicate?
I believe it's Gabriel. And what is, yes, you're going through a transition. Won't not be seen fully in your third dimension. I believe in your new year. I believe it's a job change, but nothing drastic though. I believe they're just saying it's small changes from what they're saying. They're not going into full detail, but you're getting a lot of assistance basically. It's basically is showing that you're getting goodwill basically. That's what I'm being told.
Thank you. My second question is, do I have any messages for me?
Yes, you are connecting much with the Arcturians recently. You're connecting to their councils as for assisting the Earth. As for what is going on, many Arcturians are concerned of the Earth's weather, and so you are with the species that you're connected to bring more assistance to the Earth's weather, because that is used as a weapon, as you see on humanity, and so at times, not always. So that is what's going on at this time. That seems to be the major one at this moment.
Thank you.
Yes, and next one is Sheena. Hilda.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings, Shiva.
Yes.
Hello, how are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
Yes, great to hear. This is a little strange for me since I am an aspect of you.
Yes.
And so I have to ask you, did you decide that I was going to have this tremendous fiery Kundalini?
No, I believe you decided that.
Me?
Yes.
No. I did okay because
yes.
I do feel your cobra. Like I can feel how it's how to be a cobra. It's very strange. It sounds crazy when I'm saying this.
Not at all.
No.
I do not think so.
Okay, and I have this fiery. You see, I'm always fiery, but I have when I get mad, like you. When you do, I think that must be similar.
Well, that is to get everyone's attention, and here you have to do certain things to get attention. Yes. Become something you're not proud of, but it is for the higher good, though. It is not just to be negative; it is to change things. So there's different types of ways of getting angry. It's angry just to be negative, is angry also to get attention.
Yes.
Doesn't have to be negative oriented.
Yeah, I agree because when I have this anger I'm speaking about, it's more like I am frustrated. It's like I'm and then I get this fire. It's not to be negative or anything like that. Yeah. Okay. So, do you have any messages for me?
Just to follow your heart. You are clearing out a lot of negativity at this time. So basically, just take it easy, basically, is my message to you.
Okay.
And speak your mind, of course, but you already do that.
Yeah. But I do it, I am not rude or anything. I try to do it, you know, like
Yes.
civilized. Yes.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Okay, thank you for that, Shiva. Much love to you
Yes.
and blessings.
Much love, blessings.
And next person is Miguel. I have his questions here. He says, I watched a movie last week where they show Valkyries. Valkyries. That's the beings called Valkyries. Any messages from the Valkyries? I think it's a beings in, yeah, it's some sort of species.
They've been watching you for a long time, it seems. They are connected to this moon and other moons in your solar system, I believe Venus. And they say they're a future version of you. So, something worth exploring.
Okay. This week I saw multiple repeated numbers like 333, 444, 111. Any messages from the angels?
Yes, you will start to see more of a fifth dimensional version of himself. I believe mostly a higher fourth dimensional version, possibly a feline version of himself. This is not always going to be very clear, but basically he is going through a major transition. And he is part of his mission here. I believe around his January time, even maybe before that, you'll start to feel it.
Okay. And next one is Michelle. And her first question is, any message for my highest good at this time?
Yes, it is good to have a low profile at this time. It's almost like a bear going into hibernation. But in that hibernation, though, she's regenerating her energies for another day, basically. So it's good to have quietness, maybe a few around her, even during the holidays. You know how people bring a lot of people around, and maybe a few people around would be better for her. Or yes, the fewer the better. Probably, I think she already knows that. It helps her rebuild her energies and help her see more clearly. Because sometimes it's hard for her to see clearly, because there's so many others around that are influencing her thought process. They aren't aware of it, but they do get aware of her thinking as they see.
Yes, and her second question is, message for my son, even for his highest good at this time.
Yes, you be careful of some of his friends. They're not always who they seem. I believe he already knows this. But just to be aware that some do have agendas, not always for everyone. Some are very, those that you feel kind of strange around, those instincts are correct. Not to say they're out to do anything negative to him, but there is some energies there that are not very positive to others. So as for what's going on, it's just hidden agendas that are just very service to self, I see.
Yes, and last person is Pete.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. I have a first question. I've meditated and I did a channeling session for myself, and the beings that came through were from the Orion, Sirian, and Arcturian, and I had that sense of like making sure that was actually a successful connection for myself, and because of that, I sensed that like there was some form of friction between the connection, and when I got out of it, I started to feel all that tension in my solar plexus. I was wondering about if I can ask of what it was, or if they have any
Yes,
messages.
it did seem like there was an attack there. So you were rejecting it, from what I see. So Yes, it was an attack from reptilian energies. They're trying to get into your vibration. So, but you are making great progress, though. I don't believe this will happen again either.
Because I actually called for like called for Ashtar.
Yes, they
Galactic
removed.
Command.
I think yes. You now they're paying. Well, they have more energy around you, so I believe you'll be fine. But yes, yes, this most likely I do not see this reoccurring. But this is normal in the beginning, of course.
It's part of my training.
Yes.
So, and yes, my second question is that any messages from my team of guides and angels?
Yes, they say your channeling, yes, will improve greatly over time, of course. And I believe you'll have a small audience or some kind of audience around you as you become more comfortable with this. And it'll just help you find your way, basically. So it'll help you open up new opportunities for yourself. So this is what you've been working up to, it seems. So this is very exciting.
It was very fun when I actually knew the very start of what was actually true during the channeling.
Yes.
And I actually just noticed like this being. When I opened my third eye, it was like this dark entity, and I was like, nope, no thanks.
That's good. That's excellent though. So you're learning about yourself, and I believe you will go far with this. Sure.
Thank you.
Yes.
Blessings.
Thank you very much, Shiva. That was it
Yes.
for tonight.
Yes, I'll send my energy to you all. So you can rest well, go out throughout your day, living well. Blessings.
Thank you. Om Namah Shivaya.
Oh, greetings.
Hi. Thanks, Ivan.
Welcome.
We forgot to ask a question for you.
That's all right. It's okay. I have enough energy. I don't have any more energy, so. All right. Anybody have a blessing before we go?
I have a blessing.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Have a great weekend. Take care.
Nice.